like to take a part 2 here to talk about our Coons piece and the 3 vacuums stacked on top of each other, and respond to some of your discussion questions or discussion comments, I guess. It seemed the overall consensus of our class is that everyone agrees that yes, those 3 vacuums stacked on top of each other is indeed art. They could appreciate it as an art, but a bigger consensus is that most people are not a big fan of the work of art. I think we only had a couple people in class that actually thought it was very interesting. And so, with that being said, I would have to agree. You know, at the time when this piece was being purchased by the Art Center, there's a lot of controversy over the artist himself. In regards to William Wegman has a team that he hires to help him create his artwork, but William Wegman has the ideas, he monitors the ideas, he sees his ideas through fruition all the way to the end, final product, and okays that final product. Jeff Koons is more of what we call a manufactured artist. His employees are more like factory workers, and they try to make pieces that would be considered Jeff Koons worthy piece. They bring the piece to him, and he then will say, yes, that looks like a Jeff Koons piece, I'll sign off on it, or no, that is not a Jeff Koons piece, get rid of it. And so many times he doesn't even touch the artwork himself. He doesn't even think of the artwork himself. He's just approving or disproving of is this his work or not. And so I included a video here of him discussing his artwork and seeing some of his pieces. After you see that video, I'd like you to discuss a little bit more as a class as to what your new thoughts are, whether you're more impressed with who Koons is or less impressed because of what he stands for. I think he's a very good artist that's kind of pushed the envelope as far as talking about what art is, what art isn't, what is a true artist, and I'd like to start that discussion with that, and we'll continue and finish it next week. Don't forget, we also have our second test this week. Make sure you get that done by Friday. It's over chapters 4 through 7. It's a multiple choice test. It's a little bit shorter than our first test. Good luck on that. I also looked at all of our papers, the criticism paper and architecture papers, and I was really impressed with our criticism side of the papers. You guys are doing a great job of learning how to talk about artwork critically and being able to analyze that work in a manner that is at a higher level. And hopefully, and I know through some of your papers I read, a lot of you are gaining a little better appreciation of what art is. Some of you actually went to the Art Center, which is fantastic. I would encourage anybody to go to their local art center, wherever you're at. Typically they're great. Obviously we think Des Moines is one of the better ones. It's got a phenomenal collection of artwork there to check out. So anyway, good luck this week, and if you have any questions, again, feel free to email me and we'll get your questions answered.